Checking. Check.
What's up, y'all? I'm in traffic, as per usual, and so I figure, maybe I'll address something that a lot of people bring up, and I get asked about all the time, and that is wilding out fake? And I understand why people think that, and why they think it's rehearsed and that shit. But I'm gonna tell you this. No, it's not rehearsed. We come up with all our own shit. Here's the thing, all right? First of all, we shoot for like 2 hours for every episode, all right? And they cut that down to 22 minutes, including a musical performance. So 20 minutes, including Nick's intro. So it's like 18 minutes of jokes out of 2 hours of recording. So a lot of the not funny shit gets cut. Just like I used to watch Whose Line Is It Anyway all the time, and I used to be like, how do they come up with all these amazing jokes? These guys are geniuses. But I come to find out they shoot Whose Line for hours, you know what I'm saying, improvising shit, and then they cut all the good shit and put it together, okay? Now, here's why it might come off more rehearsed or prepared, the fact is, like, we know there's only a certain amount of games that we play, you know what I'm saying? It's like Let Me Holla, or like we'll play Hood Jeopardy, or we'll play we only play like a handful of different games, So of course,
in 2 miles,
shh, Monica, please, chill. So of course, when you're gonna play a certain game, you might think of a joke, you might think of jokes. Some people like to think of shit beforehand, like, oh, okay, you know what, this would be good for this game, this would be good for that game, maybe not, So you're gonna have jokes prepared for when we play the game, but they're not always gonna work. You're not always gonna get a chance to say your joke. There's been plenty of times where we were about to play a game and I was like, yo, I know I got a good one for this game, and then I didn't get to go because someone said a hitter, and D-Rec is like, that's the joke, ding 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 ding, that's the game ender, we end the game, you know what I'm saying? Or it's been times when when I had that joke when we played Let Me Holla, and I went up to the black girl Amber, and I was like, yo, hey girl, my favorite song is Black and Yellow, Black and Yellow. Like, I came up with that joke way before we shot the episodes, but I couldn't use it for a few episodes because it wasn't a black girl up there, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a Wild 'N Out girl up there that we were playing the game with, or it wasn't a black girl that was up there when we played the game. It was like a white girl or Latina chick or whatever. So finally, when we had a black girl, I was like, I can use this joke that I came up with, you know what I'm saying? And of course, when we do the wild style, a lot of the battle rappers, they have shit prepared in their heads already. That's what they do, you know what I'm saying? Like, Conceited isn't a freestyle rapper for the most part, you know what I'm saying? His best shit is when he writes it, So he cuts the beat, he gets his bars off that he wrote for people, and we all kind of have shit in the back of our minds that we have ready, Like, for me, it's easy because I know they're gonna come at me with the typical Asian jokes, like dog eating shit, little dick jokes. So I have rebuttals for that just in the safe already, because I've been rebuttaling jokes like that since I was a little kid, Like, for example, one of the jokes, if you watch the Wild 'N Out, one of the best of Timothy De La Ghetto Wild 'N Out compilation, there's a joke that ends it. Some say my most savage joke, okay?
Stop trying to be black. I really mean stop it. Your girl told me your is skinnier than a chopstick.
Okay, check it out. Look, that was not my girl. That was my side chick. That's why your breath always smells like my Oh, wait a minute.
I had that in my head for when Lauren was on the cast, if she ever came at me. If Lauren was ever, because Lauren always says some shit about oh, I made your girl do this, or I made your girl do that. And so that's why I was going to say that wasn't Monica. So that's why I was going to say that wasn't my girl, that was my side chick. That's why your breath always smells like my dick. But then Emmanuel called me out. I didn't know he was going to do that. And he called me out and he said, your girl said your dick was skinnier than a chopstick. So then I was like, oh, he said my girl, perfect. I can use this rebuttal that I had in the back of my mind for him. I fucking killed him with that. Everybody went crazy. So it's like, you never know. So the shit's not rehearsed. Do we write jokes to be prepared for certain games? Like, yeah, of course. And sometimes what they do during the Wild Style, because like, you know, in between each game, like, you know, it's like cut, we'll take a little break or whatever. People just kind of like, they're playing music while, like, you know, sometimes Nick will make the Wild Style beat like right before we play the game and shit. So sometimes people have been nice in the past and they'll be like, hey Tim, I got bars for you. I got bars for you in the Wild Styles. And so then, like, if Doughboy was like, hey Tim, I got bars for you, I'm like, okay, cool, let me get this fat joke ready for Doughboy. You know what I'm saying? Or if someone comes at me, I'm like, oh, okay, this motherfucker's coming at me. Let me come up with something for him real quick. Like, you know, that's how it works, you know? So is it scripted? No. Do we have an idea of what we're probably gonna be doing in the episode? Yeah. We've been doing this shit for 5 years. You know, I've been doing this shit for 5 years. We only play like a handful of different games. Of course we have shit in the back of our minds ready to go. But when motherfuckers are like, yo, this shit is scripted, I'm like, it's really not, bro. Like, even when I posted that vlog where we were workshopping and we were practicing our freestyles and practicing Wild Style, like, and everybody was battling and shit, like, there were comments like, oh my god, I can't believe it's rehearsed. When literally, I rap to B. Simone and I'm like, yo, Niall said you needed practice, blah, blah, blah. I literally say, this is practice and we're just bullshitting right now because we're actually freestyling. I said some shit about her jeans. I was literally saying shit about her jeans. How you gonna say this rehearsed?
Tell me you go first.
Okay.
We stopping this something.
Now said this is practice, and I know you need a lot.
Okay.
And I can tell by your jeans, you be on your knees a lot.
Damn, okay, God. I hate you.
And if we rehearse the shit, here's the dumbest shit. If you honestly think we rehearsed the Wild Styles from what you saw in that vlog, why would I say some shit like, Niall said you needed practice on TV? No one knows who Niall is. He's the producer of Wildin' Out. Why would I fucking say that? Like, some people see some shit and they make assumptions and they're dumb because it doesn't make sense. You know, y'all see a little bit of something and you make dumbass assumptions. That being said, new season of Wildin' Out next month is the season premiere with Chance the Rapper is probably the dopest episode I've ever been a part of. Let me tell you how lit this shit was, alright? This shit was so lit. We shot, like, usually when we shoot the episodes, we play 3 games and then we go Wild Style, right? After the 3rd game, because this episode was so fun and so dope and Chance the Rapper was so down to just play everything, Niall, the producer, came down from, like, you know, the control room and was like, yo, we're playing 2 more games. We're making this an hour-long special. This is the best episode we've ever done. We're making this the premiere episode, so we're playing 2 more games. Get ready. We was like, oh, shit. This is crazy. We've never done that. In the 5 years I've been on this show, we've never done that. It was so dope. This was like the best episode, man. Chance the Rapper episode. Stay tuned for that shit, man. It's just tight. I can't believe I've been on this show for 5 years, bro. 5 seasons. That's wild. That is wild. Also, let me tell you this. Sometimes they'll cut dope shit for time purposes or for other reasons. There have been times where we watched episodes and we thought, yo, I had such a killer joke on this episode, or I killed it during this Wild Style, whatever, and they just edited it out. You know, like Hitman and Conceited, they got a lot of dope shit. They got some like dope shit that's been cut because it just was too long. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's why when I do my Wild Styles, I get out there, I get 1 bar, I get like 2 bars out, set up, punchline, and I'm out. And then if someone hits me back, then I might hit them again, and then after that, I'm out. And then sometimes you just gotta, like, if the other person got a good laugh, you just gotta let them get the laugh, and sometimes you might wanna go again, you might wanna go back and forth forever, but sometimes you just gotta know when to bow out, you know what I'm saying? It's been times when I thought, yo, I had like a killer joke, bro, during certain games, but the show's not all about one person. They gotta let everybody get their jokes out. So sometimes your dope joke might get cut. And that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of funny comedians on the show. And, oh, fuck. Are you okay, baby? You okay? Baby, you okay, baby?
The royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
Thank you. King shit.